Can't run drop coverage with Devin Booker. Look at this. You're just giving him a wide open step back jumper. I mean, just ridiculous. You put that defender in such a bad spot. All right? Look at if we're up. Look at how easy this hedge is. The second this ball handler, Devin Booker, hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in like a second with the sideline right there, I can recover. In the meantime, I do need backside help right here. But again, I'm going to be able to bump you back so quickly it's not going to matter. But instead, you're just giving Devin Booker the lane and a step back jumper. Jonas Valanciunas has to sprint back. It doesn't matter your man's here. Sprint back. Look what happens if you sprint back, okay? So instead of you being all the way out here, you're here, ready to just be a second defender. Your man's not even in the picture. So now this player can get up, send Jay Crowder right into a wall. Instead, look what happens. Now there's no double team there because you took forever to get back. And it's an and one. You have to sprint back in transition if you're Brandon Ingram here, okay? You can't jog. You've got to get your feet set underneath the ball. You jog, so look what happens. Now your feet are never set, and Devin Booker's wide open for three. Can't run drop coverage on a pick and pop. This is going to leave this player wide open. Okay, so let's take a look here how we can actually get a stop off of this. All right, again, here comes your ball screen. This big needs to get up. You're pushing this guard out this way. Okay, the second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, okay, which pushes him further away from the play, I can recover. In the meantime, I need backside help here, but I'm going to be able to bump you back quickly. And, oh, by the way, if this player makes a skip pass over here, I can recover in time. But instead, you're running drop coverage, and it's just like, practice threes. Run and drop coverage, so you give up a 2-on-1 right here. Easy pocket pass or pass to Ayton and an open jumper. So again, we've got to hedge this screen. You cannot give up 2-on-1s. Get Chris Paul out of here, okay? On DeAndre Ayton's roll going this way, I have backside defender right here. But I'm pushing Chris Paul out this way. So if he makes a skip pass, I can easily recover. Now, in the meantime, the second that Chris Paul hesitates, picks up his dribble or brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off this big's hip, which just pushes him further away from the play, I can recover and bounce this backside defender back. But instead, you're giving up 2-on-1s, and it's just how easy. Can't hug your man like this. When you hug your man like this, it makes it way too easy for him to create space. See, look at the space he created because you were hugging him. Now that draws a second defender and a DeAndre Ayton floater. Okay, fine. You want to double on this 1-3 ISO? That's fine, but this player cannot recover back. This player's got to get up and rotate up. This player rotates here. This player rotates down. All those rotations happen in unison on the first kickout pass. But, I mean, you're going to try and double and rotate back. That's never happening. So now it's rip and go right to the lane for a layup. Larry Nance, you can't sag. Let's cut the court this way, okay? This way, all right? This player needs to get in. His left foot can be onto or parallel to the block, right foot out, wide stance. So now Larry Nance can get up, force this player into a double team. Stunt, I don't have to move my feet at all. If I don't have to move my feet inward, I'll always get back outward, okay? But instead, Larry Nance just sags, and it's a wide open three. Stop leaning towards the screen. Make this player use the screen. When you start leaning towards the screen like that, look what happens. You give up a wide open three. Someone's got to communicate the screen. The screen is set all the way out here. It's very easy for this player to just go under, okay? But instead, he's not ready for the screen because he's going to spin off it. So now that forces a switch, and now Devin Booker's 1-on-1 with Larry Nance. And it leads to a fadeaway jumper. There's Larry Nance getting beat. Why can't you just angle your body and send this player this way where there's no place to go? Instead, you get beat away from where that second defender is, and now this is just a drive to the rim and a layup. You have to communicate and transition. This just cannot happen. Okay, someone's got to say they've got the ball right here. Okay, Larry Nance says he's got the ball. Cool, then this player goes here. Okay, communicate. We got two people going to the ball now. This player's wide open for a dunk. What is this player right here doing? Okay, you're just going to be in no man's land. Look at this. You're not really in backside help. You're doing nothing. You're just standing in no man's land. So you take your eye off your man. He's going to cut, and now he's going to get it and go right to the rim for a layup. Why are you running drop coverage on Chris Paul? You're just going to give him a wide open three? That's your ball screen defense? So, okay, so let's take a look. We want to hedge this ball screen. Let's get up and hedge, all right? push Chris Paul this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, when the sideline's pretty close, that's not going to be for very long. I'm going to be able to recover. In the meantime, sure, I need backside help here. But again, I'm going to be able to make you recover quickly. But instead, you're running drop coverage, and Chris Paul's wide open for three. Can't stand in the middle of nowhere or a random spot on the floor, as one would call it, in transition defense. This player is standing in a total random spot on the floor. You got to get to a body. Find a body. Here. Okay? But you're just standing in the middle of nowhere, so now this player's going to be wide open for a corner three. Don't hug your man. Look at this player hugging up on Devin Booker. So now he's going to take advantage of you hugging on him, and now he's going to be able to create space off of this. So now look, now there comes a down screen that you have no chance of chasing over. So Devin Booker's just going to get it, go right into the lane for two. Stop running drop coverage on Devin Booker. You're just giving him a wide open jumper off a snake dribble. That just doesn't work. Get him out of the lane, please. Okay? Right here. Up. Hedge. Push him out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip this way, okay, I can recover back. In the meantime, I need backside help, but I'm going to be able to bump you back so quickly it's not going to matter. And this player can occupy these Suns players 2 passes away while you're in backside help. But instead, you're just giving Devin Booker the lane. He's going to snake dribble and an open jump shot. No such thing as jogging in transition. Phoenix has the ball, okay? This player needs to sprint immediately. Look at this jogging. Jogging, wide open layup. I'm sorry, a 2-shot foul. Okay, this is bizarre. You're in drop coverage. This player is guarding this player right here. So this player's not a part of the screen at all. Why is this player coming over here? So now this player is going to be obviously wide open for three. What on earth just happened there? If you're Valanciunas, there's no need to double here. This player's guarding Devin Booker fine one-on-one. Stop. Look at this player's guarding fine. Stay with Ayton. Get him out of here. Initiate contact. Battle for real estate. But look at this. You're doubling for no reason. So now DeAndre Ayton's in the charge circle. He's going to get an easy offensive rebound tap back. And now Devin Booker's wide open for three. What is this ball screen defense? This player here is not a part of any ball screen. Why is this player going towards the ball? So now we have 2 players dropping to the ball. So obviously this player is going to be wide open for three. I mean, huh? Okay, why is this player gambling? Stop. Chris Paul picked up his dribble right now. Don't gamble. Just get back, okay? Right back to your man. Because look what happens. You gamble here. So now look. Now this player's got to step up and backside help, and this player's got to box out 2 Suns players, which of course is impossible, so it leads to an easy dunk. Can't let Devin Booker create the space. Look at the stop. Look at the space right now before any screen's been set. This space here kills you. Kills you. You got to be attached to Devin Booker right here. Attached. You don't have to hug him, but just be attached to him. Okay, maybe a half step off, but certainly not this much off, because look when Devin Booker starts to go. Now you're done. Now Devin Booker is going to get wide open. You have no chance, and it's a 3 at the end of the half. Okay, whatever this is, this doesn't work. Okay, if you want to switch this ball screen, okay, stop. Then this player has to switch. Look what happens. He doesn't end up switching, so Jay Crowder's wide open. Now the defense is scrambling, and now it leads to a wide open Ayton jumper. There's got to be some communication here. There's a 5th player that's not back. So right now this player has to say, I got ball, okay? And this player can come over here, and the player trailing back can come this way, okay? But when you don't communicate, look, this player's never able to get back to the ball, so it's right to the rim and a 2-shot foul for Phoenix. In with your stupid, idiotic drop coverage, so Chris Paul's just wide open in his patented mid-range jumper. Again, we can hedge. Okay, get Chris Paul out of here. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip, I can recover. In the meantime, we need backside help here, but I'm going to be able to bump you back quickly so it doesn't matter. But instead, nope, let's just give Chris Paul this patented mid-range jumper. Just pathetic. Too far in, you're doubling. If you're going to double Devin Booker, fine, but you cannot be the one to get out to your man, okay? Right here, this player's got to start to cheat up and rotate out. This player rotates here, and you fall down here. but you're going to try and double team and then get out to Chris Paul. That's never going to happen. Your feet aren't set. 3-shot foul. This is embarrassing. Let's take a look when Phoenix has the ball. There's no excuse for this Suns player here to get ahead of this Pelicans player here. Sprint now. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Guess what happens? Nope. Standing. So now this player is going to be wide open for a dunk. Got to get underneath when you switch a ball screen. Phoenix is in the bonus. I need to be underneath and initiate contact. I cannot switch to the side like this. Now look. Now you're hooking JaVale McGee. Cheap foul, Phoenix to the line. What is this gamble here? Look at this. What are you? Why did you just gamble and your man's here? So now look. Now this player is confused. Everybody's confused who to guard, and it just leaves this player wide open in the corner. Rip and go, drive, dunk. Can't take your eye off your man for more than a second. Stop. You're seeing ball. You're seeing man. Not taking your eye off either for more than a second. When you do, your man's going to beat you back door. And it's right to the rim and a 2-shot foul. Can't switch this ball screen like this. You've got to get level to your man when you switch this ball screen so you're ready to guard. The separation doesn't work. Now look at this. Cam Payne comes off the screen. Your feet aren't set. Right to the rim. Layup. Here's the problem with drop coverage. Look at how far this backside defender has to drop. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this. You're all the way here. Your man's here. So again, and it's a pass over is way too easy. It's a wide open 3. Let's take a look. Please hedge. Okay. Again, what does hedging do? It pushes Chris Paul out this way. The second Chris Paul hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big hip, which just pushes him further away from the play. I can recover. In the meantime, backside help just needs to slide over a little bit here. Does Chris Paul want to make a pass here? Well, now it's a much shorter route for me to get over. But I'm going to be able to bump you back anyways, quickly. But, you're running drop coverage. This backside defender's in an impossible spot, and it's a 3. It's an atrocious gamble right here. Look at this. Okay, watch right now. There's your gamble. So you gamble right there and don't get it. And now this player beats you backdoor for a layup. Don't guard past the 3-point line. Come on, look at this right here. Stop. Your man's out here. Beautiful. Get to the 3-point line. So now when this player comes this way, I can stunt and recover. But instead, you are guard. Look, are you? Who? Your man's here. Who cares? But you're guarding. Now there's a driving lane that shouldn't be there, and it leads to a turnaround jump shot. Stop running drop coverage. You create a 2-on-1, lob pass, dunk. Are you kidding me? So let's hedge. Okay, what does that do? That first of all, that pushes Chris Paul out. Okay, so the second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big hip, which just pushes him further away from the play, I can recover. In the meantime, I need backside help right here, but I'm able to bump this backside defender back quickly. Okay, but instead, nope, let's give up a 2-on-1 and an easy dunk. Guard with your back to the baseline. Look at this. You guard with your back to the sideline. You're asking to get beat backdoor, which is what happens. Let dunk. More idiot drop coverage. So you just give up a 2-on-1, and now it's a DeAndre Ayton lob that eventually goes in. All right, again, please hedge. Push Chris Paul out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off this big hip. I can recover. In the meantime, there's no place for DeAndre Ayton to go because the backside helps right there, and I'm able to bump you back down quickly anyways. But nope, you give up a 2-on-1, and how easy can that be? Don't lean towards the screen. Look at this right here. You can see this player here leaning towards the screen. So Chris Paul's just going to refuse it, get into the lane. Everyone collapses. And now Michael Bridges can just rip and go into the lane in a 2-shot foul. Phoenix is in the bonus. You got to show your hands guarding Chris Paul. Okay? Show hand. I can see this hand. Why can't I see your left hand? What's Chris Paul going to do with that? Just swipe right through, 2 shots because the Suns are in the bonus. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be this far over and double, this player's got to be heavily in the gaps. So this is not good enough, okay? This player's right foot should be parallel to or on the block, left foot out, wide stance. So when this player comes this way, he meets a second defender. I can stunt. My feet aren't moving at all, okay? Feet aren't moving at all, but you're meeting a second defender. And not on the airtime of that pass, I can easily recover, okay? But this player isn't deep enough into the gaps, so it's right to the rim for a... Again, you're in drop coverage. You're giving Chris Paul the lane. Look at this. How easy is this? Are you serious? So let's take a look. Let's do what we can do. Let's get Chris Paul out of the lane. push him out this way. The second he hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, does anything other than attack off of this big's hip this way, which just pushes him further away from the play, I can recover. In the meantime, there's no place for Ayton to go because the backside help is right here, and I'm able to bump you back quickly. But nope, let's literally just hand Chris Paul a layup. All right, so this is drop coverage, but okay, stop. This player's got to have his back to the baseline. You cannot move your feet inward. If you have to move your feet inward, you're never getting back outward. Look at this player here. Look at his feet. See how he has to take his feet inward like that? So now you're never getting back outward, and it's a wide open corner three. Can't go under this ball screen with Chris Paul. What are you doing? It's a wide open three, okay? So let's take a look right now. Again, let's just hedge. The sideline is literally right there. So we're up. The second Chris Paul hesitates, picks up his dribble, brings his dribble back, which is going to be in like a second because the sideline's right there. I can recover. In the meantime, this big has no place to go because the backside help is literally standing and waiting. But instead, you go under and give up a wide open three. Nice. This is ridiculous. The Suns are in the bonus. Don't get caught. Stop. The Phoenix has the ball. So just get away and sprint back. Okay? There's 109 left. You're up 8. Don't run into this man for no reason. Now it's a 2-shot foul.